Thompson. I'm back with yet another review. And this time it's going to be the Windsorb. Not quite sure why they call it the Windsorb. They should call it the Spitsorb. But this one you put on your spit valves and you're able to empty out your spit and condensation into this contraption instead of have it go over the floor. I've only been here for about a half an hour, but let me just see if you can take a look at the floor here to go down. See the floor? Does your floor ever look like that? Yeah. So let's see if we can get this back to where it needs to be. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, so if your floor looks like that, you know, I'm kind of lucky because where I'm at and where I'm playing, it's not a real big deal. And the floor is a newer floor, it's a tough floor, so some moisture like that won't really affect it. I don't really worry about it. But if you just put in $10,000 worth of carpeting, or let's say your mom did, or your dad did, or you're over at your grandparents' house. You know, my grandmother used to have plastic wrap on all the furniture. Do you have a grandparent like that? My grandma had the couches and the chairs all in plastic cover. They were very uncomfortable to sit on. It wasn't very pleasant. She would have died and had a heart attack if I brought this out and done this. I mean, she just, or she would have killed me. So. I've known some ladies are very particular about their household and even doing home lessons. Are you an instructor that's gone over and done a home lesson, and the lady of the house is very particular about where you empty your spit, or you get some dagger eyes or some hard eyes if she sees you doing this on her carpet. So anyway, I've never seen this product before. I happened to stumble upon it, and I might have a picture right here, we'll see. But if not, there'll be some pictures that you'll be able to see through the video. I do have a link for it in the description. This is cheap or expensive. I wouldn't say it's cheap, it's around 30 bucks. But if you have a nice flooring, or you don't have that much of a nice flooring, but you have a lady of the house that's very particular about dumping spit on her floor, even if it's not worth anything, you're probably going to be wanting to get something like this. And I don't know why they don't call it the water sorb or the spit sorb. They call it the wind sorb, which is, I'm trying to read the description here. Yeah, I'm not sure why they call it that, but I've never opened it up, never put the contraption on. Let's just see. Now I have a Motto water keys. You know, you just push the button, as opposed to like the water keys that you would see, or spit valve that you would see like on a typical box Strad, for example, you know, where you just press the lever here and it comes out and it covers the hole. So what's the difference in a Motto water keys and the standard spit valve? Supposedly by having the Motto water keys, you reduce a couple of nodal points, just the way that this design is. It seems to make some sense, and it seems to have some impact a little bit, so you're reducing the nodal points. What are nodal points? Anything that the air has to travel over through the inside of the horn. So as soon as the air, like a nodal point, one of them would be like right here at the receiver. There's a ridge inside right here, and so the air has to immediately travel over that, so that would be one. Now I have a reverse tuning slide. I'm kind of stepping outside the review here, but you might as well learn this. I have a reverse tuning slide. What's the reason that someone would want to have an inverted or reverse tuning slide? Sometimes they call it a reverse lead pipe. But why would you want to do that? Well, it reduces the nodal point. If you can think of a normal horn, you have, like on a box Strat, for example, you have the tuning slide that's equal, and it comes into the pipes and it goes like that, right? Well, just imagine the air is hitting that ridge. So all the air is hitting a ridge on the inside. It's like going over speed bumps. There's another term that might be a good way to think about nodal points, little speed bumps. The more you can reduce the speed bumps on inside your horn, it doesn't have to be trumpet, it could be tuba, it could be French horn. The more you can reduce those nodal points and those speed bumps, the better you're going to sound, the more freer blowing the horn's going to play. Your intonation is going to be better, probably your accuracy better, just overall better. So that's why some horns have the reverse tuning slide and the amount of water keys. Now back to the Windsor. Let's go ahead and take her out. You're doing this right along with me in real time. And let's see. Now, as I already mentioned, no matter how good this is, I may not. I may not keep one for myself just because you know, I don't really have to have it here. So, but if you're, like I said, I don't need to go through the whole speech again. If you're in an environment where the people where you live don't like you spitting all over the floor, you probably want to get one of these. Or sometimes, you know, in the auditorium, a band room, you know, it gets pretty gnarly, and sometimes the band director, you know, could appreciate everybody having one of these. So let's see what it comes with. This looks like some kind of maybe sponge or filter that would catch the water. And I guess at some point when it fills up, you're going to have to take this out and rinse it off possibly. So let's see what she looks like here. Huh. All right, it comes in 3 pieces. This is kind of a spongy material. Feels a little bit soft and feathery right there. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this, and I'll be right back so you don't have to spend the time with me assembling it. Okay, I'm back. Take a close look. You figure it out yet? This Windsor will not work if you have a mono water keys. It will not work, my friends. It's not built that way. So the reason is the mono water keys are kind of wide out this way, and this is built for your typical spit valve. See, it allows it to move. See if we can get it up close and maybe you'll see it kind of, the light go through it. Yeah, but anyway, it can move, so you can actually blow your spit in there like that. Now I got my old trusty Mendini trumpet out, and you know, I always put like a bigger mouthpiece in it. But what if I get my normal mouthpiece? Did I ever play with my normal mouthpiece that I used? I don't think I did. Anyway, I might have to bring out the Mendini and do some more reviews on it. It's just a good all-around backup horn, student horn. Look at, after several years that I've had this, the valves are still working good. They probably need oiling. Their valve slide works better than my my Pro horn. Let's see here. Let's just play. Let's just. Of course, it's going to probably play with no problem, but. Have I ever tried hitting high notes on the Mendini? Now I get it. Now this is easier for me to blow. I forgot, I'm coming all the way down to a .458 or 459 bore trumpet. And I was wondering, why am I putting so much sound through it so easier, quicker? Is because the horn that I play on is a huge 468 bore. So, and I still like the large bore. I was trying to figure out, man, I'm blowing right through this thing, and the sound's coming out very brassy, kind of bright. And anyway, that's the Mendini. If you're looking for a backup horn or just a good all-around horn for $100, I've already done a review on this one, but for the money, not for all horns on the planet, but for a $100 bill and maybe change now, this is the best horn that you can get for that money. It's the most durable. I've had this now for a couple of years. I did that review, what, 2 years ago. Someone, I think probably is a dealer of maybe American-made instruments, said, oh, they fall apart right away. No, they don't. And that's why I did a review on it. When I do a review on something, that means you can take that to the bank. It's a real deal. This is Mendini starter horn, their beginning trumpet. And as you can see, everything still works. The valves. Okay, I'm not really warmed up to Fly the Bumblebee, but you can see that the valves would do it. And no kid that's starting band is going to be doing that. That's just to prove a point that the Mendini will grow with you as you start to stretch out and find your true self, and you start, advancing on the horn. So anyway, I guess this turned out to be 2 reviews. You got the Windsor Spit Catcher. Yeah, this would be great. I've already gone into the whole thing of why you would want to do it, so I'm not going to do it again. But unfortunately, it looks like for me and for anybody else that has a mod of water keys, you're not going to be able to use the Windsor. It's a little bit too narrow for that. But you just, as you're playing, you just do that. You can see how it moves, and you just blow the spit there. When this probably fills up after a few hours, after rehearsal, you probably want to take it and clean it out and get it ready for the next day. And then I had to go break out my Mendini. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the Mendini horn I've had for a couple of years now. It is the #1 beginning trumpet for the money that you can get anywhere on the planet. I've tried lots of them, and for the money. Now they got cheaper ones, but cheaper ones also mean cheap, like fall apart crap cheap. So this is not an expensive horn at all, $100, and it's durable and solid, plays in tune, it will last. The valves are great. I believe they even make these either with stainless steel or Monel valve. So turned out to be 2 reviews in one, even though you weren't expecting that. Mendini trumpet for beginners, and the spit catcher called the Windsor. This is a cool little contraption. I almost wish I could use it now for my V-Raptor, but it looks like I can't. However, I think you might really please Mom by not screwing up her floor and her carpet by getting one of these. I'll leave a link in the description for both these guys. I'm Kurt Thompson, and I'll catch you the next one. Bye-bye.